We have seen so many changes in last few years, changes beyond our control. हमने कोविड देखा, हमने एआई देखा, हायरिंग में भी बहुत सारे चेंजेस एंड बहुत शिफ्ट आया. एवरीवन सेज अराउंड इतने लेऑफ्स हो रहे हैं, इतना चेंज आ रहा है, बट व्हाट आर दोस चेंजेस? आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे इन चेंजेस के बारे में एंड विल हियर इट फ्रॉम कार्तिक. कार्तिक के दिल के पास की कहानी हायरिंग में क्या शिफ्ट आया कार्तिक?
So we have seen a lot of hiring. I think it's a hiring pandemic also, right? So what happened was from 1890, 1920, the hiring was old school in IT also, right? What we see in non-tech is similar to tech. In COVID, the whole equilibrium towards it's demand supply game, as simple as that, right? You have a lot of demand and supply was not there, so resource price raised to something that nobody was able to afford. And that at that moment contractual hiring kicked in, right? Because it was easy to hire those resources and let go those resources, right? So that is how people used to see contractual hiring means student. And this thing has again coming back to its normal, where people believe in full-time hiring, where people only hire contractual resources, where it's a means to end kind of thing, right? Again, one thing additional that is contributing here is hybrid culture, right? It's again shifting from proper on-site, it came to proper remote, now it's coming to hybrid, right? And I think in next 2-3 years we'll see a lot of companies going hybrid from remote, right? Only small companies with fewer people, 20-30 people would be able to manage remote with the scale and the volume and the tick that India is in and how they're advancing. I think India is in the scope where we have seen, I tell you a real-time story. This guy from Germany, right? I tell you a real-time story, right? So this guy from Germany, he joined from Germany, India, and he's paying more in India than in Germany. So that is the shift that we are seeing. I was also surprised. So that is the shift that we are seeing here, right? So I think that is it.
So just share some views around how do you see this hiring industry moving in coming 5 years? The kind of changes right now is happening, how they will take the shape over the period of coming years?
So I think what we have seen also, what we have seen through IT sectors, through government policies, the industry is changing or coming to tier 2 cities. That is the one thing that I've seen very prominently. I think 10 to 12 tier 2 cities, they are very prominent. Hiring, infrastructure is being developed. So across these industry, I think across these cities, I think the hiring or the companies would now come to tier 2 cities. That is one thing that I'm seeing, and I think that would grow significantly. So this is a good opportunity for tier 2 cities. I think cities like Indore, Bhubaneswar, Trivandrum or Cuttack, I think these would grow. Mohali, Coimbatore, right? So these cities are coming into the picture. Gujarat is a huge epicenter of it, right? So I think tier 2 cities are in business now. I think it's up to them which city and which state can utilize most of it, right? Because bigger companies are looking for a tier 2 cities to get cheap talent, right? Because tier 1 talent is it's becoming, it's, as I tell you, it's good as people, you're hiring people from abroad, right? So it's that expensive, and it is actually that expensive. So tier 2 people also compromise. Same, you get good enough talent in tier 2 cities. So I think that is one shift that I'm seeing. More GCCs in tier 2 cities, better hiring infrastructures across India, right? And more hiring from India as well, because we as a country are also growing tremendous pace, I think, and the IT sector has done tremendously well in last 2-3 years, right? So I think that is where I see the growth.